me again, Mrs. Froglegs, coming to you from Froglegs Culinary Academy, and today we are making a scrumptious chocolate and pear tart. And what makes this tart so delicious is that we're using some spices that really not only bring out the flavors of the chocolate, but brings out the flavors of the pear. So we are going to be using a little bit of ginger, a little bit of cinnamon, and of course, a little touch of salt to balance it all together. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. What we've already done here is we've taken some butter and sugar. We have mixed it all together and already have incorporated 2 eggs into this. So when you're incorporating the eggs, you want to do it one at a time until they're all done. So we have our last egg that we're just going to do a quick mix. Pour that in, mix it up, just until it's all set and ready. It looks pretty ribbony and delicious to me. So now, we sort of have our wet ingredients done and taken care of, and now we're gonna go over to our dry ingredients. We're gonna sift them in. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna measure out 2/3 cup of flour. Okay, I'm gonna put that into our magic sifter. I'm gonna measure out half a cup of cocoa. And this is really nice high quality cocoa. It's really important to make sure if you're gonna have something that's chocolatey and have a feature of chocolate that you really focus on the quality of your chocolate. And then we're gonna add in 3/4 of a teaspoon of ginger. And what the ginger does is not only does it have a delicious flavor, but it adds a little heat to, a little warmth, I would say, to our tart. And then we're gonna finish it off with a little bit of salt. We're gonna sift this all together until it all comes together. And this is such a fun thing to do. Kids in our class love sifting. It's one of their favorite things. So we're gonna sift this in. And what this does is it just helps to get everything incorporated. And just like that. All right, and then we're gonna sort of fold it in. We don't wanna overmix because we don't want this to be tough at all. We want it to be really nice and fluffy. So we're gonna fold this in. And then once we get it mostly incorporated, we're gonna add in some semi-sweet chocolate chips. So we're just gonna go ahead and just pour it all in. Okay, so now we're just gonna fold this in until it's pretty much on its way to being mixed. I've already prepared a pan, a tart type of a pie pan. You can do it in any shape. We were actually debating, should we do it in a heart-shaped pan because Valentine's Day is coming right up? But we went ahead and we're just gonna do it in a pie plate. And what we've also done is to make this, you wanna make sure you have pretty much ripened pears. If your pears are a little too hard, you're not gonna really get the full flavor. So it's great if you're making this to buy something a couple days beforehand, some of your fruit. So we're gonna go ahead and take this, pour it into our greased pie dish. This is one of those delicious dishes that we make a lot for our adult classes, as well as our older teen classes, because the flavors are a little bit more sophisticated, and it just really makes a nice, well-balanced, easy dessert that everyone can appreciate. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrape all of this off. Okay. All right, so now for our flourish, we're gonna take our sliced pears, which I love, and we're going to create a nice pattern and just layer them right on top, just like that. And then when it bakes, those pears are sort of gonna bubble right into our tart and just give it that extra little bit of flavor. And pears are such a great fruit to cook with. I think they're sort of underrated when it comes to cooking with them because they really hold their shape. Their flavors are really distinct but still really mellow. And then what we're gonna do at the very end when we go to eat this is we're gonna sprinkle it with a little powdered sugar. So I'm gonna finish creating my beautiful pattern. We're gonna pop this into our 350-degree oven that I've already preheated, and when it comes out, we'll be able to share it with you. See you in a few minutes.